Throughout the labyrinth of human history, the enigma of life after death has persistently beckoned the curious and the seekers of hidden wisdom. Beyond the well-trodden paths of orthodox religions and mainstream philosophies lies a shadowed domain where arcane knowledge, whispered in secret halls and veiled manuscripts, offers a radically different vision of the soul's destiny beyond the physical cessation of life. The mystery schools, ancient and elusive, cradle teachings that transcend simple notions of heaven and hell, inviting initiates into a deeper understanding of death as a threshold, a transformation, and an initiation into realms beyond ordinary perception. These mystery schools, ranging from the esoteric cults of ancient Egypt and Greece to the Rosicrucians, Hermetic orders, and Eastern Tantra, share a core conviction: death is not an end but a profound transition in the soul's eternal journey. Hidden beneath layers of symbolism and ritual, these teachings reveal that the soul undergoes successive stages of purification, ascent, and revelation, governed by cosmic laws and guarded by spiritual entities. The physical body's demise marks the shedding of one garment, but the essence, the true self, continues through a complex process of passing through planes of existence, sometimes described as astral realms, subtle worlds, or spheres of light and shadow. Within these secret traditions, the afterlife is not a monolithic realm but a multifaceted landscape shaped by the individual's spiritual development, moral actions, and esoteric knowledge attained during life. The soul's journey is often depicted as a perilous passage through labyrinthine corridors, where guardians, tests, and initiations challenge the aspirant's resolve and purity. This metaphor of the labyrinth itself, a symbol recurrent in mystery teachings, embodies the inner journey towards self-mastery and cosmic understanding, where death serves as both a physical event and a spiritual gateway. Central to the occult vision is the concept of the astral body or subtle double, a luminous counterpart that detaches from the physical corpse upon death. This etheric form traverses the astral planes, experiencing visions, reuniting with spiritual guides, and confronting the unresolved shadows of earthly existence. Here, time and space bend, allowing the soul to revisit its past lives, confront karmic debts, and prepare for eventual reincarnation or ascension. Unlike mainstream doctrines that often depict a static afterlife, the occult framework is dynamic, cyclical, and deeply personalized, emphasizing the soul's active role in shaping its destiny. A striking feature of these esoteric teachings is their insistence on secrecy and gradual revelation. Knowledge of the afterlife and the soul's journey is not dispensed freely, it is earned through disciplined study, meditation, ritual, and ethical living. This guarded wisdom is encoded in symbols, allegories, and initiatory rites designed to awaken latent faculties and protect the unprepared from cosmic truths too potent for ordinary consciousness. The veiled language of the mystery schools serves both as a spiritual safeguard and as an invitation to seek deeper realities beyond superficial appearances. The Hermetic tradition, rooted in the fabled figure of Hermes Trismegistus, offers a striking example of this secret knowledge. Hermetic texts speak of the soul's ascent through celestial spheres, each governed by planetary intelligences, where the initiate must overcome passions and illusions to reunite with the divine source. This ascent is a metaphor for inner transformation, mirroring the alchemical process of turning base metals into gold, the death of the old self and the birth of the immortal spirit. Such teachings influenced later mystical and philosophical movements, embedding the occult afterlife within a continuum of spiritual evolution. In the East, Tantra and certain yogic traditions articulate similarly intricate views on death and rebirth. The practice of conscious dying, or Phawa, trains adepts to direct their consciousness at the moment of death, navigating the intermediate state or bardo described in Tibetan Buddhism. This liminal realm between death and rebirth is rife with visions and potentialities, where the clarity and intention of the dying soul profoundly influence its future trajectory. Here, death is both an end and an opportunity, a sacred threshold where the adept may achieve liberation or become ensnared in samsaric cycles. The occult perspective also grapples with the mystery of resurrection, not as a bodily restoration but as the awakening of higher states of being. The soul's rebirth into higher dimensions involves shedding layers of ignorance and attachment, ultimately realizing unity with the cosmic consciousness. This transcendence is sometimes framed as an initiation into divine mysteries, a resurrection into immortality that transcends physical form and dualistic limitations. The journey through death is thus a profound alchemical transformation of consciousness itself. Yet, these secret teachings carry a paradoxical warning: the afterlife is not guaranteed salvation but a reflection of one's spiritual readiness. The soul may face torment not imposed by an external judge but generated by its own unresolved shadows, attachments, and illusions. This introspective judgment invites a radical responsibility, emphasizing inner work, moral integrity, and esoteric practice as the true keys to navigating death's mysteries. The soul's passage is a mirror of the life lived, where awakening and liberation are possible, but only through conscious effort and awakening. In modern times, fragments of these ancient secrets have seeped into occult revival movements, New Age philosophies, and the imaginations of seekers drawn to the esoteric. While stripped of their original rigor and veiled context, these ideas continue to fascinate, challenging reductive materialism and inviting renewed inquiry into the soul's destiny. The mystery school's secret teachings remind us that death is not a mere biological event but a profound spiritual passage, one that remains hidden beneath layers of culture, religion, and fear. Thus, the occult vision of life after death calls us into a deeper contemplation of existence, a call to awaken dormant faculties, to explore the hidden realms of consciousness, and to embrace death not as an enemy but as a threshold into a vast, luminous unknown. It is a mystery not just to be solved but to be lived, a journey whispered across the ages in the silent corridors of secret knowledge, awaiting those willing to seek beyond the veil.